massive hoop earrings, you wear weaves in your hair, you wear fake eyelashes, you wear fake nails. All of these things are not conducive to fighting, okay? So let me give you advice. By the way, half the struggles that black women think they face, it's of their own doing. Running around in nails like this, running around in earrings like this, like you people fight every day. You people fight every day. Could you choose any outfit and get up that's like less conducive to fighting? They wear wigs that can be pulled out. They put braids in their hair that could rip the rest of their hair out. And then they complain about having alopecia. No, it's self-induced alopecia.
I'm so sick and tired of seeing white people do blackface every single year once Halloween comes around, because it's the same unfunny joke every single time. Paint your face black, eat some chicken, eat some watermelon, and spam the N-word. That shit's not funny. Like, if that's your whole joke, you're not funny, bruh. You're just lame as hell.
So apparently Trump supporters, Republicans, dressed up as black people for Halloween, mocking black people and also EBT. Situations that look like this. Situations that also look like this. Saying stuff like when that EBT hits. And there are others. To wake up on a daily basis and just simply have black people on your mind, you can't make it up.
Well, I just saw clips of that Pimple Plus lady who did full blackface as her Halloween costume and said that she was dressed as a black woman because that's the scariest thing that she could think of. I'm not going to say her name because that is what she wants and I refuse to give her what she wants. But I wanted to point out one of the things that she said while she was dressed in blackface because I thought it was really interesting. She said that she had planned to go to KFC, but by the time she remembered that she wanted to do that, she was already dressed in blackface, and so she didn't think that it was a smart idea to go out in public like that. That tells me everything that I need to know. This woman wants to be Charlie Kirk reincarnated. She wants to be a professional rage baiter, but will that ever really happen for her? I fear the only thing scary is her. This woman wants to be a professional rage baiter from home. Don't give her the satisfaction. If you're going to rage bait, come outside and do it. Because I'm trying to see something.
Let's stop acting surprised when white conservatives do blackface every Halloween. They do this every year. This isn't new. This is part of their culture of mockery. Black people have always been the target of their jokes because they have no humor. Brown people have always been the target as well. You know, they are not funny. And if you know American history, none of this is shocking because they've been doing this since the 1800s in minstrel shows. So let's stop acting surprised. Let's stop acting like this is a new thing.
Miss Girl thought she ate down by painting her face in whatever shade of foundation that was. So you telling me you went to the store, you picked up a brown foundation and spent your USDs on it to get on your podcast that we don't know the name of to imitate black women or black people? I don't know which one. It's more concerning than it is upsetting. Why are y'all so obsessed?
Now that Halloween is over, I would like you guys to save or do whatever, share this video to remind yourself next year that when those stupid dickheads start doing blackface, to either scroll or block and scroll. Because there's two things that are true about those people. One, they're losers. And two, they're broke. And they rely on the engagement that you're going to give them to help pay for rent. So when you see them, block. Don't get in the comments, start typing nothing. Don't do none of that. You're feeding them. If it's TikTok, swipe it quickly so they don't get the 5 seconds and they get paid for it. That's what they want, your money and your rage. Don't give it to them.
Okay, black women, listen up. Listen up. A black woman is speaking.
In case you've ever wondered what it looks like for a former it girl of the far right to be put out to pasture, now you know. Everything about this video reeks of desperation. Because speaking as a political content creator myself, who has built her own sizable audience by being interesting and intelligent and having something of actual value to say, I know a desperate appeal for attention from a person with no actual talent when I see one.
The most horrifying thing is a black woman who's angry about her EBT. Are you aware that people on EBT come in all shapes, sizes, colors, and backgrounds? So to me, this isn't just a costume. This isn't just, oh, I'm going to poke fun at black women. This is straight up racism. This is what it is. Nothing more, nothing less. This is racism.
This is what rage bait does. This is what people do on purpose, especially when they're just so jealous, when all you do is spend your time thinking about us. who are her sponsors.
Hello guys, and welcome to the Joy Report, where we get an outsider's view with an insider's clarity. It's Halloween season, a time for creativity, fun, and harmless costumes. But leave it to the internet to find someone who takes it way too far. This time, a white woman has landed herself in serious hot water after showing up online in full blackface, doubling down with hateful remarks about black women, and then pretending to be the victim when called out. But here's the truth. This isn't about a costume gone wrong. This is about rage bait, plain and simple. A desperate attempt to provoke outrage for clout, clicks, and attention. Before we proceed, all credit goes to the creators of these videos. You can also find their ads in my description box. But for now, let's watch a few more clips and I'll be back with more commentary.
Lily Gaddis, the self-confessed unashamed racist, who I think should be best described as one of many white female versions of Charlie Kirk. She's trying to out Charlie Kirk. She, like some other white people, decided to wear blackface for Halloween. And her inspiration for the most horrible thing she could think of being for Halloween is a black woman, as you've just heard her describe. And I hear some of you are mad. Why are you mad? Fix your face. You don't get mad, you get even. You match them word for word, tone for tone, and then verbally bury them in their own crap. Because you see, facts always destroys the obtuseness, stupidity, bigotry, hate-filled, utterly ignoramus that people like her are.
I really don't want to give this creator the attention that she is wanting, but I am utterly embarrassed of being a white woman living in 2025 and having to share the same skin color as people who are openly racist. We all know white people mainly voted for Donald Trump because they wanted to be open with their racism. It had nothing to do with lowering gas prices and grocery prices. It was for their misogyny and their racism. But to do a live stream a day after Christmas and dress yourself or to do blackface as a white woman is utterly disgusting. I have no words. All I have to say is I am so sorry to the black community that this is constantly an issue and that we cannot evolve from this as white people. I will never understand the hatred and the racism that runs through their veins. Then to say that I'm going to go get some watermelon and some fried chicken, mind blown. And where will the accountability be? Absolutely nowhere.
Does it strike anybody else that the only time people with melanin in their skin put on white face is when we're dressing up as clowns?
At this point, no one can claim ignorance about blackface. Everyone knows it's offensive, everyone knows it's rooted in racism, and yet she still chose to do it. Why? Because she knew it would get a reaction. She knew that disrespecting black women would stir up controversy, drive traffic, and make her go viral, even if it meant humiliating herself in the process. And that's what makes this situation so frustrating. This isn't just stupidity, it's strategy. This woman, who aligns herself with far-right talking points, understands that outrage equals engagement. So she stirs up hate, plays the victim, and cashes in on the chaos. It's an old, tired formula. But here's the thing. Black women are not taking the bait. They've seen this pattern before. They're not shocked, not impressed, and definitely not bothered. Because while this woman wastes her time painting her face and spewing ignorance, black women are out here making real moves, earning degrees, building businesses, running companies, and changing culture. Let's talk facts. Black women hold more degrees than any other group in America. That's not an opinion, that's data. They're among the most educated demographics in the country. So when this woman says all black women do is fight all day, she's not just being racist, she's being delusional. Because the reality couldn't be more different. Black women are working hard, leading industries, and uplifting their communities. They're doing it all while navigating a world that often tries to erase or belittle them. Meanwhile, this woman is sitting online, angry, loud, and bitter, trying to bait attention from the very people she can't stop talking about. And that's where it gets even weirder. She has a mixed-race child. Let that sink in. A white woman with a biracial child is mocking and disrespecting black women. That's not just contradictory, it's disturbing. How does someone raise a child of color while simultaneously mocking the community that child belongs to? What message does that send to her own kid? It feels like obsession, a strange and settling fixation on black women, their confidence, their culture, their influence. It's as if she can't stand seeing black women thriving and bothered and successful, so she lashes out to get a reaction. But what she doesn't realize is that it no longer works. The outrage economy is collapsing. People are learning not to feed into this kind of behavior. And that's the point black women are at right now. They don't have time to argue online with someone who clearly just wants attention. They're too busy winning, whether it's in medicine, law, entertainment, politics, or education. Black women continue to rise. Their achievements speak for themselves. They don't need to prove anything to someone who's willing to embarrass herself for a few thousand clicks. It's honestly sad to watch, because behind every controversial video like this is someone desperate to be seen, someone who has realized that hate is the only way they can stay relevant. This isn't empowerment, it's desperation, and in her case, it's painfully obvious.
So a white woman thought it was cute to wear blackface for Halloween and mock black women. Every time something like this happens, it's the same story. Y'all hate when we wear wigs, lashes, and long nails, but spend every dollar trying to look just like the women you swear you don't respect. You want to talk about our attitude? No, that's confidence. Something money and blackface can't buy you. You want our lips, our hips, our rhythm, and glow. That's not appreciation, y'all. That's obsession. And it's getting embarrassing. So go ahead and paint your face. You'll wash it off tonight. But what you can't wash off is your jealousy, your ignorance, or the internet's memory.
There's a difference between being known and being respected. She might get views, she might trend for a few days, but respect, that's something you earn through integrity, not through blackface and hateful rhetoric. She's chasing infamy, not influence, and that never lasts. So let's be clear, this woman doesn't deserve a platform, a name drop, or another viral cycle, because while she's busy trying to degrade others, the people she's mocking are out here winning. That's the ultimate revenge, not outrage, but success. And maybe that's why she's so obsessed. Maybe seeing black women excel while she struggles to stay relevant is what fuels this kind of behavior, because you don't mock what you truly hate, you mock what you secretly admire. At the end of the day, this isn't just about one woman in blackface, it's about a pattern, a cycle where people deliberately provoke marginalized groups for engagement. But that tactic is getting old. People are tuning it out. Black women aren't angry anymore. They're done. Because when someone is this desperate for attention, the best clapback is silence. So let her embarrass herself. Let her sit there in her costume, ranting into the void. Because while she's trying to trend, black women are busy making history. While she's searching for clicks, they're securing careers. While she's begging for attention, they're earning respect. And that's what truly burns her. That despite all the hate, black women still shine. They're still educated, successful, and unbothered. They still lead, influence, and inspire. And no amount of blackface or online ranting can ever change that. So maybe it's time people stop feeding the trolls. Stop giving attention to people who build platforms on disrespect. Instead, we should uplift the voices doing real work. Creators, educators, and leaders who actually bring value and truth. Because at this point, this woman doesn't need more views. She needs a mirror. And that's the real tea.
Boring, yawning, sloppy, lazy.
So what do you all think? Do you think some people keep using race to stay relevant? And do you think outrage culture is finally losing power online? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. I would love to keep this discussion going. Otherwise, that's it from me. I also have another video specifically tailored for you. And if you enjoy such kind of content, please click up here and enjoy. Also, consider subscribing, liking and sharing because it helps me grow my channel and helps YouTube recommend this video to a wider audience. Lastly, kindly consider joining my channel and I would really appreciate it. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Until the next time, the Joy Report out.